Just arrived in Guam today. And if you guys don't know where Guam is, it's a little island north of maybe Indonesia. It's like in the Micronesia area. And it is under American control. Actually, it's been under American control since 1898. But it has a lot of American influence. And interestingly enough, it has a lot of Asian influence given its position in the world. But right now I want to really find a good place to eat because I'm starving. So I've seen a lot of good restaurants, like Asian restaurants and American restaurants, but I wonder if I can find a good authentic Guamanian restaurant or a Chamorran restaurant. That's what the people from Guam are called, the Chamorrans. I think that's right. Very random to see something like that in the middle of the CBD, or Central Business District here. I think I'm in more of like a touristy area, but yeah, it's really random. Random amusement park. Ooh, let's check out this chocolate factory. Are these samples or no?
Yeah, the sample, yeah.
Oh.
This is milk chocolate.
Oh, nice.
That's the one, the second one, the yellow one.
Mm-hmm. Too bad. Very good, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
So, I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but Guam has a very high Asian influence, mainly Japanese influence. And part of the reason for that is that in 1941, a day after the attack on Pearl Harbor, on December 8th, the Japanese then took over this island. And for 2.5 years, they ruled it ruthlessly. Slavery, beatings, torture. They put the local people here through hell. And then in 1944, June 21st, 1944, the Americans and the Japanese had a huge battle. The Americans retook this island, and June 21st is actually referred to as Day of Liberation. Liberation Day. Actually, the motto here is the first day of America because of its location near the international date line. So the local people are referred to as the Chamorros, and they actually speak two languages here, English and Chamorran. And interestingly enough, this island back in the 1600s was discovered by Magellan, and some years after that it was ruled for some 200 years by the Spanish. Then in the Spanish-American War, the Americans captured Guam and turned it over in 1898 to complete its strategic location in the Pacific for the American military. But I really would like to meet some locals here. But first I want to eat. That's the main thing. I don't want to eat at a Western restaurant or anything like that, or a Japanese restaurant. I wonder if there's any like true Chamorran restaurants. I think I might have found a good place to eat. Let's go check this place out. Hello. Do you guys have a menu? Is this authentic Chamorran food?
I wouldn't say it is. No. Some of them, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna check it out. Thank you. So let's see what they got here. So they have honey walnut shrimp, salt pepper shrimp. Ooh, beef short ribs. Those look really good. Teriyaki chicken. Okay. Let's try it. Alright, I'm gonna have a seat and then I'll catch up with you guys later. The restaurant worker told me that they did not have Chamorro food there, and she pointed me in this direction that actually does have authentic Chamorro food from Guam, and that is this right here. Mas dos. So I went and ordered the blue cheese burger, but I did ask him if this meat was from Guam, and he said yes, so we'll get to taste some Guam meat today. Alright, so I just got my food. So I got my water, I got my sweet potato fries, and I got my burger right here. See that right there? So in here we have, I think this is, yeah, we have blue cheese, and then just a big slab of meat and lettuce. So let's see how it is. See what this tastes like here. I know you're supposed to eat burgers with your hands, but I usually don't do that. Oh wow. So let's see how this looks here. See that? Right there. Alright. Looks like it's well done. So let's see. Let's get it first. Not bad. Let's see what a sweet potato fries from Guam tastes like. Not bad. Pretty good. A lot of blue cheese on that. A lot of blue cheese. So, you guys can see this came out to about $13.95 with the water being $2. Okay, that was my first taste of meat grown and slaughtered in Guam. When I was actually purchasing my meal, they asked for a tip, and living in Australia the past couple months, you don't tip at restaurants. You know, it's so easy. You know, they don't ask for a tip or any of this stuff. And so I kind of just said, no, I'm not going to tip. No. And I could kind of tell that the waiter or the cashier was a little put off by that. But I mean, I'm waiting in line for a meal. They're not serving me. And I thought you'd only tip at high-end restaurants. I mean, if the service is really good. I'm ordering the meal, I'm cleaning up after myself, I'm just wondering why I need to tip them. So I think I've mentioned before that the Guamanians here are called the Chamorros, and that was a name given to them by the Spanish when they were in control of the island for some 200 years. And they have their own language, Chamorro language, and Chamorro, I think, is a Spanish word for noble people. You know, walking around this area, you see right here, Hard Rock Cafe, Beach Resort, Gucci, Michael Kors, whatever the hell that is. I'm getting a sense that this is kind of like a poor man's Waikiki. You know, when I was living in Hawaii, some people did tell me that Hawaii is where the quote-unquote rich Asians go to vacation, and Guam is where the middle class or lower income Asians go to vacation. I mean, so far this place is really nice, but I would say it's not as bustling as Waikiki is. When I was doing some research on Guam, I did find out that since they were under Spanish control for some 200 years, a lot of the locals here actually have Spanish surnames. And I think you'll see a lot, and they said that a lot of the influence from Spain still exists here in Guam. Again, you'll see a lot of American and Japanese and Micronesian, Southeast Asian influence, but I was kind of surprised to surprised to see that since Spain ruled for so long, that its influence still remains. Okay, I'm not sure if you guys can see me all that well, but I think that about wraps it up for this trip to Guam. Not sure if I would come back here. I think it's kind of too touristy and not a lot to do, but interesting nevertheless. All right, I'll see you guys later.